Welcome to the ResearchWorks Podcast, brought to you in association with the Healthy Strides Foundation. Your hosts are Dr. Dana Poole
and Dr. Ashley Thornton, and we're here to interview world-leading researchers, clinicians, and people with lived experience
to support your practice in being more evidence-based.
Hello, Dana.
Hello, Ash. Welcome back.
I'm back.
Missed you.
Hooray.
My goodness. Don't leave us for that long again, please.
I know. I've just swooped back in at the very last minute.
Glad to have you back. Marissa, thank you so much for helping out for all those episodes.
Yes,
I know
Marissa.
you love it, but so lovely to have Marissa join in for these sessions and talks as well, which is so lovely. But it is good to have you back.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah. Because we now have, yes, we are there, our season finale.
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Our season 5 wrap up.
Yes. Who would have thought? Number one, that it's the end of the year that we're even doing this and that this is the 5th season.
I know.
We've done this for 5 years.
We've wrapped up 5 times now.
We have.
Well, no, we've wrapped up 4 times. This
is our 5th one.
We're about to, yes.
Yep. Good that you corrected that, because otherwise someone would have told us that in the comments or something.
Sure.
Hey, you've forgotten the Tell It to Ed Christmas special from a couple of years back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
You want to do that? You could have your own episode again.
No.
Welcome as well, Ed. I'm glad to have you here. Always here.
Ever present.
Making sure that what we talk about actually goes into the, the waves and the clouds.
When we say the wrong words, they get edited out.
Yeah. We're getting better and better at this now, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll see. We haven't finished this episode yet. We are a little bit delirious. We've had difficulty saying words today.
We have. It's a little unhinged today, so we do apologise for that, but
we'll guarantee a good time. Do we?
Have no expectations and you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, that's right. Well, the fact that you've tuned in means that you are ready for a cracker. It's a very Aussie term, isn't it? For a cracker of an end of season summary. Each year we've brought to you a summary of our year, a reflection of the year. And we've done it in different ways. And so this time we're going to do it in a different way as well.
This is the 5th time.
This is the 5th time, so it has to be different.
We're trying to keep things fresh, trying to keep our wrap-ups fresh. So we've come up with a bit of a Q&A today.
We do.
The first half of the Q&A is inspired by OG listeners may remember the Colbert questionnaire that we did in our wrap-up a few years ago.
I learnt a lot about you after that one.
Likewise.
That was great. That was great. Yeah, that was really good.
So we've developed the researcher. It doesn't have as catchy a name, but it's the researcher questionnaire for today.
And it's a good one to play along at home.
Absolutely.
Because we do have a lot of new listeners. So first of all, thank you so much for anyone who has tuned in, who've recently discovered us and have been going through the back catalogues. We do get reports, every now and then about what people are listening to. And I'm like, oh, you're still listening to our first episode.
Which is amazing.
Amazing. That's like over 260 episodes ago. So there's a lot to work through.
There's quite the back catalogue.
So today's episode is really much about getting to know us as your hosts and why we do this and why research and knowledge translation is so important. So
and what we love about research and knowledge translation.
That's right. There's lots in there.
Yep.
So shall we get cracking?
Let's get into it. Okay, so I have here in front of me 13 questions to reveal the soul of a knowledge translator / researcher / clinician, whatever hat you're wearing at the time that you answer the questions.
Okay, this is good.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. And you haven't had any time to look at these questions. I should let everyone know. So.
That's why I'm feeling nervous.
Putting you on the on the spot here, not on the fence, on the spot. Get off the fence. Okay, number 1. What is the most underrated tool in your research kit?
Underrated tool? I would have to say, it sounds really boring. So boring. Oh, this is a boring first answer. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
But a good notepad or a book so that I can actually mind map my ideas.
Yeah.
As a researcher, I feel like if I do this from time to time, I can actually center myself and I know what I need to do again. Yeah. But it was really boring. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I think mine's even more boring than yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a whiteboard. I love the brainstorming bit
so
when
great.
you've got all these things floating around in your head and you just need to get them down and make sense of them.
Yes.
The whiteboard, Underrated.
It is wonderful. It's something to mind map.
Yeah.
Yes. And I just love a good leather bound book and a new one for each year so I can do it. Yeah. Sorry, taking too long on my first question. I've got 12 more to go. Yeah, sorry.
What's one thing you've held on to that you probably should have let go?
Probably the pen and paper. Should have gone digital by now.
I was going to say that too, my notepad.
It's hard to transition
I
out of
know,
that.
because I can't remember what generation we are, but I feel
I'm
like
a
we're the
millennial.
generation that kind of straddles the two worlds,
do,
right?
don't we?
Are we millennials?
Yeah, 1981 is me. You are younger than me, so you're
I
not
think
quite
I'm still a millennial though.
Yeah.
And so
Claim
I
the
feel like
millennial,
we can do the tech when we need to, but we are a
revert.
bit analog, aren't we?
Yes, we do
Yeah.
revert from time to time.
And I feel like my brain processes things a bit better if I write it down or if
Yes.
I'm reading it on a piece of paper rather than on a screen.
Yes.
Sorry, environment.
I agree.
I should let it go.
I know, and I've got an iPad now. My lovely husband bought me an iPad with like the writing pen thing.
Cool, with the stylus.
With a stylus,
Yeah.
and I do love it, but I go to that second.
Yeah.
After I've drawn it out, then I'll do a nicer copy of that one.
All right, so we're both trying to
very
let go
similar.
of the notebook
Okay.
in 2026.
We'll see how we go.
Okay, here's one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think notebook's going to be your answer to this one.
Okay.
What's the most intimidating part of your job?
Intimidating part of my job, I would have to say reviewing articles. When I get the chance to review thesis or articles, I actually find it quite intimidating in that so much hinges on it. You know how much time they put into it, but you don't actually know their back history either. You don't know if they're a terrible student and actually didn't put in much work either.
Yeah.
So you really have to evaluate it, take the time to read it because so much hinges on it, like passing a PhD, for example. So you do put in a lot of time. I find that intimidating.
Yeah, okay. And you would like people to do the same for papers that you're submitting and reviewing. Like you would like someone to have that attention to detail and take the time to.
You want to be like objectively critical because it means something to get something published.
Yeah.
It means something to get your PhD.
Yeah.
Like it actually has to mean something. Otherwise, let's just get ChatGPT to give everyone a PhD. You?
I think for me, it is still public speaking.
Really?
Which, is probably a surprise to you given what we do every week.
We don't actually get,
it's not really the
crowds.
It's different. It's different.
Yes.
I think getting up in front of a lot of people and talking about your work.
Yes.
Or your team's work. And maybe for the same reasons, like it takes a lot of time and effort and energy to get to the point where you're putting it out in the world.
Yeah.
And I still find that intimidating. I love getting the feedback and learning and, building it and making it better and improving it. But I still find it very intimidating. The speaking, the putting it out in the world.
It's true though. It means you care about it. But there's a lot to it, isn't there? And you're always thinking those researchers are being very critical of my work and you know all the holes might be and where they could potentially ask. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. No, 100% get it.
Okay, no fence sitting on this one.
Oh gosh.
Qual or quant?
If I really had to choose one, because I'm a bit of a both person these days, I'd still probably have to say quant, only because I love a good graph and I love just the analysis and you find it out and there's something very tangible about it.
Yeah.
But I really love qual as well.
No fence sitting. Sorry, you've chosen.
I'm quant, I guess. But now instant regrets because I'm fence sitter for this one. What about you?
I'm qual.
Yeah,
qual girl.
Yours is easy. True. Yep.
Understanding the experience.
That's why we work
and
well
the
together.
perspective.
It's good. It's important. Yep.
Okay, I think I know the answer to this one.
What is that?
Have you ever fangirled over another researcher?
Oh my gosh. Yes. And I'll have to share that we have interviewed her, Professor Diane Damiano. Oh my goodness. When she came on the screen, I had to be really careful not to overdo it because I was so excited to speak with her.
I can vouch for that. Yes. Dana had to put a lid on it.
I did, didn't I? Because you just influence so much of it's the reason why you do things and it's directed to your work and she doesn't know and I need to tell her, but not in a weird way either.
No.
Yeah. You?
Yes, I definitely have. I think that's one of the best parts of this part of our job is that we get to fangirl over
Yes.
lots of people and have the privilege of speaking with so many people who have shaped our careers, I think.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's been many occasions where I don't know if I can pinpoint one. I feel like every time we talk to someone, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's true, right?
But I definitely have.
It's kind of, it is fun. You get, to finally be able to talk to them about this and to share your ideas and hear it from them as well and ask them the questions you've always wanted to ask. Yeah.
But I think,
cool.
yes, definitely.
Yes.
Peter Rosenbaum popped up on that screen. I was like,
my goodness.
okay, it's real. We're doing it. Yeah.
And you just hope your question's going to be, smart enough.
Yes.
And capture things well enough. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of that. That was fun. There's heaps. There's heaps, actually. Yeah.
Okay, this one's a bit deep.
Oh, gosh.
What do you hope people say about your work after you've gone? Let's not make it that deep. After you've retired.
After I've retired?
If you ever retire.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Okay, what do they say? Wow. I mean, you hope to make a wow impact because it's all about impact. I hope that people think that what we've done through the podcast, through the work that we've done has actually helped to shape our industry, that we've actually made some impact on there. So, yeah. Wow, that was you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yep. I like that.
You?
I just hope that everything I do has relevance.
And relevance is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah. That it's that people find it useful.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's what I would like to leave.
I think you're on the right track for that. I think you're on the right track. Yep.
Okay. We're going light now. What's your go-to? I need a break, movie or show?
Lately, I've been really getting into K-dramas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really read.
I thought you were about to say K-pop Demon Hunters. What?
I feel like everyone's now just discovered the joy of K-dramas and K-rom-coms because they're all watching K-pop Demon Hunters now because the music is very catchy and it is completely over the top, especially the time travel ones and the romance ones. They're so great. And because you've got to read along, you're a bit more engaged, whereas normally when I watch something, I tune out. It's my rest time. Whereas this I'm kind of a bit engaged in and it's just a little bit different. So I've been really enjoying that lately. Yeah.
Good.
K-dramas.
K-dramas.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn a few little words from here from time to time. Yeah. What about you?
So my go-to show, if I just need to tune out, is Schitt's Creek. Do we have to beat that out?
That's actually the name.
SCHITT.
Nice.
But it's so funny.
Yes.
And you can just stick on whatever episode you want.
Yeah.
You'll have a laugh. It's
it's kind of like the same sort of thing as Seinfeld, if you know that era,
Yeah.
Simpsons or The Office. You can just put something on, don't you reckon? And it's just,
Yeah. Or if I need a break and a really good cry, you know how sometimes you just need a good cry?
Yeah.
About Time.
Oh, I remember you saying that last time, About Time.
Snot crying.
Yeah, mine's The Notebook when I really want a good cry. Even though I know it's going to happen, I'm still crying.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Good one.
Okay. Conference networking. Thrilling or terrifying?
Probably more terrifying still. Probably it was always terrifying. I remember trying to get the courage to go up to speak to Diane Damiano in 2012 when I was in Toronto, and I was so nervous, and that was quite terrifying. But then she's a person; she's very happy to hear you talk. So
and very generous with her time.
Very generous. So then once you get talking to people, it's thrilling, and then you want more, and you want to make more friends. It's a bit of both. You didn't say no fence sittings. I'll take both.
Yeah. Loopholes wherever she can find them.
Thank you. What about you?
No, terrifying. Yeah. Objectively terrifying. Yep. So
for the same reasons described above.
If you see me at a conference, please be kind.
It's the networking part's hard.
Yeah. Okay. Flat white or long black?
Long black.
Long black.
You?
I feel like I started at the flat white end of the spectrum and I'm heading towards the long black end of the spectrum.
Yeah. I had a friend that told me that if you drink long blacks, you're successful. She's like, it's just because all the people you see. Yeah, and that's it. That's all that it is. You don't have time for the milk to process it. You just need the hit.
Yep.
You're on your way.
Off you go.
I'm going to tune in here.
Oh, okay.
So obviously we have a huge amount of international listeners, and they may not necessarily know what a long black and a flat white is?
Oh, please don't make me explain them, Ed.
Well, I've never actually made coffee before, so we're talking about coffee just in case people don't know.
Oh, yes.
A flat white is typically
It's quite a milky
coffee drink. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know what proportions of it. I've never made
I'm
it
not
before.
a barista,
No,
sorry.
I don't know that one. But there's quite a fair bit of milk. It's quite comforting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's a good disguise if the coffee isn't so good. The milk saves it.
Milk covers a magnitude of sins.
That's right.
The long black.
Mm-hmm. Like an Americano. Is it? Yeah, very similar. I don't know. It's just a
No
black
milk.
coffee, no milk. And ideally, no sugar.
No, not sugar.
No sugar. Yeah.
No.
Thanks for chiming in, Ed. Good
Thanks, Ed.
reminder.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I'm down towards the long black now. The milk
good.
proportions are getting smaller and smaller as we go.
Good.
Yeah. So soon
Love it.
I'll be successful.
Symbol of success.
That's right. Okay. The most used app or software in your work life.
Work life. Software. I don't know. App definitely would be. Would it be? I spent a lot of time on Sheets, so Google Sheets.
Oh yeah.
So it's like the Excel version on that because I use all of the Google suites here at work, and I love it. I love drawing graphs. I love tables. I love all the really nice things.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Great.
That to me is one of my favorite things. Google Sheets.
Google Sheets. So.
Oh, Ed's put up the Asana. Asana is good.
Oh yes, of course. Who could forget Asana?
Asana's great.
Yeah.
Mitch Adams back in the first season introduced it as
He
part of
did.
the project management tool, and I've
Yes.
used it ever since.
There you go.
That is true. That's probably Marissa's answer. Will be Asana.
Asanas and long blacks.
Long blacks, yeah. Followed by Google Sheets, so you can draw lots of tables and make everything look nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm doing a lot in Canva at the moment.
Are you?
Like if we're talking about resources and getting information out to people, Canva is a very friendly way of doing that.
They are very well-profited company because people love it so much. Nice one.
You get one paper to read for the rest of your life. What is it?
It has to be something about the F words.
Oh, I was going to say that.
I love it. I love the original article.
It just grounds everything.
It does. It's the why.
It's the why.
So if you don't have time to read anything else, at least this is the one thing that you can actually make sense to people that we work with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we agree.
I think that's a great answer.
Of course we agree. That was
What
always
number
gonna
am
be
I
the case.
thinking of?
83. What about me?
7.
Nice try.
I was thinking of 3. You were close.
Cool.
Okay, last one. Describe your research journey in 5 words.
I definitely haven't arrived yet. Is that
Ours are very similar.
similar? What's yours?
I don't know anything yet.
And that is the heart of a true learner. That's the growth mindset, right?
Yeah.
Let's
Yet.
just
The
spin
yet
that.
is the really important
It's the
part.
yet. Yes. That was a good one from Ben Jackson, the power of the word yet. Well, actually, I think you put that in as part of the conversation.
Okay.
Actually, I think that was from a kids' TV show, wasn't it? The power of yet.
Yeah. I feel like Gabby's Dollhouse has taught me a lot about the power of yet.
There we go. There we go. See, I remember our conversations.
There you go.
Hope that was fun for you guys as much as it was for us.
Feel free to do the researcher questionnaire on your colleagues.
We'll pop
Send us
this.
your
We'll pop
answers.
this in the notes actually. So if you want to go through with you, it's a nice way to get to know your colleagues. Now, should we get into a bit of the meaty stuff? I mean, that was
let's
pretty
do it.
meaty.
That was pretty meaty. But yeah, part B.
Part B, I'm going to start asking the questions now.
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, we've got a lot of new listeners and I love that because it means that hopefully people are enjoying the content and have a heart of, really wanting to know what the latest research is, that this platform, this medium is really useful for them in a busy life. So I thought we'd go all the way to the beginning because this had to start somewhere.
We need some chimes.
Yeah. Ed, can you add some chimes in this in post-production? Perfect. So Ash, can you give our listeners a bit of a snapshot of who you are and what drives your work?
Ooh.
This is getting to the core
This is, yeah.
of Ash Thornton.
Oh, goodness. She's not that deep. Who I am and what drives my work. So my background is in exercise and health sciences. And when I was doing my degree, I worked in a program at UWA called UniGym, which still running to this day. I think it's been over 40 years now that the program's been active for. And that was all about supporting children who weren't able to participate in the same way as their peers to find joy in movement and exercise. And that was the spark for me, I suppose, for a career in trying to help children feel like they belong and feel like they have a place in whatever environment they find themselves in, and particularly with a focus on movement.
Yeah.
So I finished my degree and did my PhD, and one of my supervisors, Professor Catherine Elliott, asked if I would like to come and work at the Children's Hospital here in Perth, managing the research program for the rehab department. So I jumped at that opportunity, and I still work there to this day. And what I love about that job is how many different types of research projects I'm involved in that all have a focus on identifying opportunities for children to be supported early and then provided with the best evidence-based interventions as early as possible to try and improve outcomes for them. And because we're a rehab department, we obviously work with children with cerebral palsy, with brain and spinal cord injury, with rare diseases. But the core is always about improving outcomes for those children and their families.
Yeah.
And in that role, I was very fortunate back in 2017 to travel to Toronto and do the Knowledge Translation Professional Certificate. And that really cemented for me a love of the why.
Yeah.
So why are we doing this? Who are we doing this for? How do we get that message about what we're doing to the right people in the right way at the right time? And so ever since then, before then, but I suppose the training kind of gave me a language around it, trying to focus my attention on how we best do that, because especially for families who need additional support, a lot of it is about, there's a lot of information out there, and so helping them try and navigate that in a way that makes sense to them and get the right things out of that is really important to me.
Yeah. That is such a good backstory.
And then you tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, I've got an idea.
That's right. 2020, at the end of 2020, I think it was.
It was, yeah. Yep. Yes. And so ResearchWorks was born.
Yeah, January 2021.
And then my second baby was born.
That's right. You were heavily pregnant.
It was.
Wasn't it? Well, like, how many episodes do you think we can record?
If you are listening to the back catalogue, you'll notice that I'm quite breathless in a lot of those. Because we had to walk up a big flight of stairs to get to our studio at the time.
Yes.
And it was very hot.
Yeah. That's right. It was the middle of summer. That was tough.
Oxygen was hard to come by. Yeah.
And we had to turn off the air cons as well because they were so loud. We're like, we're just going to have to suffer.
That's right.
We really did.
So this for me has been a really important part of the why. So helping clinicians to take away the really important aspects of research and apply them in their daily practice, helping families understand what we're talking about, giving them the language around that, I think is so important.
That's so good because ultimately, sometimes you hear the criticisms about, research being done in a vacuum. It's not untrue sometimes, and that's the things that we're trying to really change and be part of that movement. But also, researchers that are not in touch with what's happening. You always hear those sort of criticisms. And the whole idea of research, if we make it relevant and you embed it within practice and you communicate it with stakeholders, it's not something that's, it's alive. It lives and breathes with the people that are around it. And there's so much hope in that, I think, because it's finding solutions. And sometimes some research is very much like trying to identify the problems, because you can't find solutions until you know what the problems might be.
Yeah. And something I should have mentioned before that I didn't, but that's just reminded me, is actually asking the questions that people want answered.
Yes.
So, not just doing research for the sake of doing research, but doing research that is meaningful to the people that are involved and the people that it has impact for.
Yeah. And I remember that was one of the first times I met you, because it was years before that I'd met you, wasn't it? And we called it the dungeon at the hospital, because we were building a new hospital at the time. So we were relegated to the old part of the hospital, which was kind of like a dungeon.
It really was. There weren't a lot of windows.
There weren't many windows.
The bunker.
Yeah. We always knew that we'd be safe. We might not be able to get out particularly easily, but we did talk about that. And that's where we had first met. And I remember you were always the go-to person when it was about how do we involve consumers in research. That was such a big part of the movement at the time of us as researchers. And that's nearly 10 years ago.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Wow, yeah, it was.
Known each other for a while.
We sure have.
Yeah. But I love that story. It's great.
What about you? Who are you, Dana? And what drives your work and what drives you?
Yeah, so similar to you, right? It's always about people. So I've been a physio for 23 years, always worked in this area in pediatrics, and always so close to the stories of what families are experiencing and getting to know what kids want in their life and the challenges they have at different phases of life. And I remember what sparked my interest in doing my PhD was when it was, cerebral palsy, GMS level 1 and 2, saying, I just can't keep up with my friends. What are the solutions for me? There weren't many. Do I have to wear my AFOs all the time? And there wasn't much answer about that. And so working with them without realizing the framework involving consumers, it came really naturally to try to answer those questions. And then once that was kind of done, it was like, okay, well, what about children who are GMS level 3, 4, and 5 who are in equipment all the time? Do they have to stay in their equipment, like in their wheelchairs the whole time? And then that's what sparked the question of going, well, how do we find ways to get them moving? And then got a grant. Worked really hard to get a grant and put together a randomized comparison trial is essentially what it was, and ran that through the hospital, embedded it within clinical practice. I got a good idea of what that was like, worked with people, generated our own research team, and then the results were amazing. And then the families kept saying, well, you're going to make this available to us? And I'm like, well, okay. And I tried to go into the community and teach people about it, but no one really had the time to learn a new intervention. And it was like my first real barrier of teaching something new. And then the bright idea was to go, let's just start it on my own. And so the research team came with me and we started Healthy Strides Foundation as a result. So, and it was always just to try to find an avenue to be able to answer these questions. So the Healthy Strides Foundation was born in 2018, and we really just followed the guise of what the families wanted, provided interventions, and wanted to be really evidence-based. So just kept up to date with that. And then we did the podcast, and now we're constantly always up to date with what everyone tells us to do. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, what we see is families and people and lives, and trying to find solutions that I believe that research has a big part to play in answering that. And so, we've expanded to Malaysia because health equity is really important to me. And then just expanded to Singapore because there's so many people that go to Singapore that want to look for evidence-based interventions. And then looking at setting up a community hub for young adults, because we're hearing so much in the research that there's nowhere for them to go, a place for them to find friends and, things post-school. So we're trying to get that started, and that's all come from research. So that's me. That's just been really driven by all these questions, and I'm very busy as a result of it, very busy. But man, I love it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
And that's very clear. In everything that you do, your passion for it is so evident, and I think it's contagious. I think everyone picks up on it and feeds off it and is inspired by it. So
that's cool. Thank you for saying that. And it's genuine. To have a platform like Healthy Strides, which we grew from nothing, like I had no money and just had nothing, and a small place, and we all had no pay to start off with, to developing into something that now can help to support knowledge translation. Just so proud that we can put things out there for free to people because we know access is such a thing. So, And
I think it's really cool that people with lived experience have been involved in your research from the start.
Yeah.
I remember working out the logistics of getting all those families and parents and carers to our old hospital, navigating all the parking challenges and the time of day and to get them to the meetings to kind of inform the next steps for your research. And they all wanted to do it. We just had to find ways to facilitate that.
Yeah.
But you did. Yeah. And it was so valuable, and it's led to an amazing foundation. And
it's amazing.
Yeah.
And this is why all these models and frameworks we talk about to facilitate involvement in research, they're important, because those are the platforms and the frameworks that helped people like me back then to go, what do I need to do to turn research into something real in real life for people right now?
Yeah.
How do I take research out of that vacuum people talk about and put it into the real? So we've done the hard work in navigating that, but people have since developed these beautiful frameworks that you can use,
absolutely.
Right?
And I had a lot of conversations with Anne McKenzie back in the day.
Yes.
About involving people in research. And, she's been a huge advocate for that for as long as I can remember, and still is.
Yeah.
And I've learnt so much from her about how you authentically involve people in the work that you're doing, and how much that improves the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
And so I think, she just deserves a little shout out.
She really does, doesn't she? She really does.
And
she's changed the landscape when it comes to involving consumers, which is the heart of, hence our paper that we share as a common, inspired paper is the F words, because it all comes down to that.
Yeah.
And the reason that, you're driven to do what you do isn't because of more citations or more, that's not what drives us.
No.
It's like a nice to have because you want to put things out there for sure. But I'd much rather make sure that we're meeting needs of people right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
So good. Well, I've got another question for you.
Okay.
You've kind of answered it, but let's make it more explicit.
Yeah.
So you have done this for a little while now. You've had a number of babies, which has taken you in and out of work.
Yes.
Over this time, but you still keep coming in. Even though you're on maternity leave, you're like, I can still come in.
Yeah.
What keeps you coming back to the pod?
Oh,
because it ain't always easy, right? Like,
it's not.
You work in a location away from here. You have a young family.
Yeah. There's lots of reasons that I keep coming back. I think one of the main ones is just the really positive feedback we get from everyone about the podcast and what they get out of it.
Yeah.
And that's clinicians who I don't know who hear me ordering my coffee at the hospital and like, do you do that podcast? I recognize your voice, which is really embarrassing because I hate my voice.
It's a lovely voice.
Oh, thank you. Hearing people who you don't know who tune in weekly and get something out of it and take something away and use that to benefit how they work and how they interact with people, and like that's just so valuable.
It is, isn't it?
And really special.
Yeah.
And also that, the families who speak to us and tell us that they listen and what they get out of it. We talk a lot about the papers that we talk about obviously have lots of implications for clinical practice, but I think for families who are able to listen, they get a sense of what they should be advocating for.
Yes.
For their child, and I feel like that's really powerful as well.
Yeah,
so I think
that's
gives them
the language in the toolbox sometimes, doesn't it?
And really, selfishly, it's so much fun getting to come in every week, and speak to people who are doing amazing work in child health research and who are passionate about what they're doing. And I learn something every week.
Yeah, 100%.
So selfishly, I get a lot out of it as well.
So good, such a good one.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, all the same reasons. I think that's why we've kept doing this, right? Like for me, this is such a great way of making this really big world of a lot of people a whole lot smaller and being able to connect, going to conferences and actually meeting people and talking to them about their work, which is often life's work.
Yeah.
It's such a privilege to be able to highlight it. Again, on the selfish front is every time I hear about something, we just implement it into our practice straight away. So they often talk about barriers of implementing research into practice. Well, I don't want to be the barrier.
Yeah.
So we put it in straight away so that when the next new thing comes up, like Diane Damiano said, you're ready for that next new thing. You're not having to catch up. And like what a thrill is it to, how many times do you read an article and go, I wish I could ask this question?
Yeah.
Well, we get to do that.
Yeah, we do.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. And we wouldn't be able to do that without people being very generous with their time and their knowledge.
Yeah.
So we're always very grateful.
Because so much of research, knowledge translation, all these elements are done not in paid time. Like people sacrifice early mornings, late nights to speak with us.
Yeah.
And they don't, they don't do it for any monetary kickback. They do it because they genuinely want to share knowledge with people.
They want the message out there.
How amazing is that? Yeah. What a beautiful community we have. Yeah.
Very special.
Good. All right. Next one for you. Looking back on these last few years, what is something that you've achieved that really makes you smile?
This is hard because I hate talking about myself.
But I'm making you.
Yeah. I think almost 300 episodes of this podcast is a massive accomplishment.
Isn't it?
And one that, we should celebrate. And just the diversity in people that we've met and the connections that we have now and the friendships and, it's like you said, it's a very special community. And I think achieving that through this podcast makes me smile.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of episodes.
Yeah. What about you?
Getting the Transformative Practice Award with you was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like if I had to think about a moment, and I guess that award reflects, a lot of work that we had done together.
Yeah.
But the fact that, the Academy, which was fun to say, the fact that the Academy recognised that the work that we do really has changed practice, the way that people view research, how they engage with it. I mean, it's pretty niche, but we get like thousands of people that listen to this every single week.
Yeah.
It's obviously meeting a need, and that makes me smile.
Yeah.
That was good. Last question for you, I think. Why do you think it matters that research doesn't just sit on a shelf?
Oh, that's a big question.
It's a big question.
There's lots of reasons why I think that matters. I don't know if it's the most important one, but the first one that comes to mind is I have a friend and colleague who often talks about whether work passes the dad test. So if he was to tell his dad about the work that he was doing, would his dad think that was a good use of taxpayer money? And
that's so good.
I feel like research now does a much better job of passing the dad test than research of, say, a decade ago across all fields. I think we do a much better job now of making sure that the work we do is meaningful and impactful. But I think it matters that we don't do research for research's sake. One, because it is a huge amount of resource to conduct good quality research. So you want a return on that investment.
Yeah, for sure.
So to do that, it has to be relevant to the people that are involved. It has to have meaning and impact. And I think for the people themselves who give up their time to be involved in research, it shouldn't just be done for the sake of research and for research metrics. It should be done because it's going to be of benefit to those people and all of the other families that come after them who are in the same position as them.
Yeah. Which makes it even more important that when good research is done and there's very clear guidelines that are actually put in place of it, why wouldn't you follow it?
Yeah.
That's kind of my thinking of it. Because if you decide not to, then what's going to compel you to make your decisions that actually improve outcomes?
Yeah.
And there is this whole professional responsibility that we have. And a lot of it's been laid out for us already by researchers who've done the work. And these days, like we keep saying, research isn't done in a vacuum. It is done with people, with the people whose lives it's going to impact. And it's been answering, because a lot of research now doesn't even get funded unless you show that there's a clear consumer-driven question and there's involvement with it too. So to
even get to the point where you're asking the question, it is immediately of benefit or relevant to the people that
100%.
It is meant to be relevant for.
And by the time it's a big study, there's actually been so many steps along the way that have already been done. You've piloted it. It's gone through a process of peer review to even get the funding. And then there's tweaks that have been done to it. There's been adjustments and suggestions done to it to make it as impactful as possible. So by the time you get to that point where you can go, these are the conclusions of the research, it is now the combination of so much input, so many hours involving consumers that to actively decide not to take it on, you kind of go, well, why?
Yeah.
But if it's there, why not take it? It's right there for you. And, like you said, what's going to be funded? Well, then now it makes sense for insurers to pay for it. If if we want our word to mean something and our research to mean something, it goes down that path, and that means people having access to the right resources.
Yeah.
It's just this whole chain, isn't it?
100%. And I think we're on the path to, even the way we communicate about research and science, I think is evolving and becoming much more accessible to more people. And so the more accessible it is, the more people can see what is relevant to them and what isn't, and where to direct their time and their energy and what to advocate for, what to not advocate for.
That's right.
I think that's very powerful.
And when you look at other people that we've interviewed this entire season, there wouldn't be a single article that doesn't involve consumers through the process. We're at that stage now where they're involved through the whole process, co-authors, looking at the data from a discussions perspective and the implementation.
Sitting on advisory or reference groups or advisory groups that inform, the body of work, but probably those projects specifically as well.
Yeah, that's right. And it cannot sit on the shelf.
No.
All that
work. It can't be in a vacuum and it can't sit on a shelf.
It's got to be used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that is the crux of why we are doing what we do for the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I hope that for all of our listeners that this continues to be something that supports you in your practice and what it is that you do. And we'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
We'll keep asking all the questions.
Yeah.
As I said in my teaser episode just a few weeks ago, we're involved in a lot of conferences next year. And the reason for it is because you get to hear things that are just hot off the press, because often in conferences they've got specific segments where you can't have published the article yet. You've just got the data in. It's been peer reviewed by the scientific committee, but it's like, this is fresh.
Hot off the press.
Yeah. Yes. That's pretty cool. And we got to do a fair bit of that this year, and it was very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we will continue to do so next year as well.
We cannot wait.
Yeah.
Well, Ash, it was lovely to speak with you about your why today.
Yeah. You too.
That's good, isn't it? It's a good refresher for
all of us, for both of us, and for everyone else as well.
That's right. That's right. And I can remember, it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been a long time of just talking together as friends, and now just talking through the mic to share our conversations with people. It's so good. So look, before we wrap it all up, I do want to make sure I put a shout out there as well in terms of we've got some holiday specials that we're going to release.
Yes.
So whilst we finish the season, we'll have
an official end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So just, if you're missing our voice
we know.
and missing some content, because sometimes you're on holiday and you want something to listen to.
And it is a bit of a downtime for a lot of podcasts.
It is. So we have some holiday specials. Yeah. One of which that will be coming out will be the project that we've talked about a few times and have teased along the way. We have worked really hard on the ResearchWorks Academy website. I don't know if you've had a look at there recently, but oh my goodness, it is impressive. So again, everyone, the why we do this is to try to provide you with more resources. And we recognize that the podcast is one medium and one platform for you to get knowledge. But the other part of it was to actually have the resources to implement it. And so that's why for the whole of this year, we've been working on the ResearchWorks Academy. In fact, the whole website has been built by producer Ed. Shout out.
Impressive.
So
the man can do everything.
He really can, can't he? And it is very impressive. So we have developed this whole clinician's dashboard. It is completely free. There's no strings attached. We have developed this for you. If you're wondering how we funded it, because everyone's always like, if it's free, what does that mean? The foundation, like the work that we do at Healthy Strides Foundation is all about supporting knowledge translation. And so this is one of our projects, and Ed spent a fair bit of time making this look really beautiful. He's got it up on the screen at the moment. So in one of our episodes, we're going to actually give you a bit of a walkthrough. We're going to put it on YouTube as well of what the Academy website is, what it looks like, what are some of the functions that you might want to use from it. And next year, we'll be launching our courses in collaboration with a lot of our speakers that we've had on the podcast before. And the courses are really designed for you to take it all in, to make it practical. So to help you to be a better clinician. And that's what this is all designed for. So take a look at it if you can before we release our episode, because we'll walk you through it. So sign in, ResearchWorks and I hope you enjoy it, because it is a tab. I could have said this in the previous question, but there was no context. But it is a tab on my Windows that I have open all the time, so I can access and find everything. So there you go. So we'll have that, and we'll have some teaser episodes about what's going to be happening next year as well.
Stay tuned. Watch this space.
I know. So much
There's
more
a lot
to come.
happening.
I know. So have a great Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy.
Oh my gosh. I think we say this every year. Are we really saying this to each other right now?
I know. Yes. Enjoy overindulging, because I certainly will be.
That's right.
Yeah.
I will be too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Make it a
Have
thing.
a nice break.
So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you for your support all of this year. And we've just enjoyed doing this. So thank you for allowing us to have the privilege of speaking to you every single week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy your break.
We'll talk to you all again in the new year.
Next year.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Bye.